Hello, Mark Crossfield here. More swings coming at you from my mobile apps. This swing has been sent to me through the customer buying an app through iPhone or iPad or Android, sending it through the button at the bottom, and we're going to give him some help, see if we can get him understanding his golf swing, get him playing some better golf and enjoying his game a little bit more. So let's give him some of that help now. Let's get stuck in. Right guys, I love this one. I think this one's really interesting and really current. You see from the swing quite a, what people would call incorrect takeaway. So a movement on the way back where it gets a little bit wristy early and the face seems to turn down, which people would call closed. Close to what? I'm not quite sure, but closed. So maybe close to the wrist position that it started in. Now, what I see when I see this swing is a pretty good impact. I see an impact that looks pretty solid and a shot that flies off pretty straight. So if this person came for a lesson from me, where they might or might not, but commonly they would say, oh, I struggle with my takeaway. I've been trying to get here rather than here. So trying not to close the club face and flick the club behind me and use my wrist. And I would say, why are you trying to do that? And often they, well, because it makes me hit the ball better. Does it? You know, does it really? Show me. And then they do a couple of swings and the impact actually doesn't change when they hit that position or they hit that position. So if impact doesn't change, then you're changing cosmetics, you're changing the look of that swing, because you see people on the telly, Justin Rose textbook swingers, getting into these textbook positions. When you measure with GC2 HMT or 3D impact positions, measuring how the face and the path and the up and downs are working, you start to learn that these things often can make no difference to people. Saying that, okay, let's pretend for the video. So if you're hitting the ball pretty straight, then absolutely don't try and change anything. Just keep doing what you're doing. Because it's very simple in golf swing. You've basically got kind of 3 torques that you're trying to use to get the club face to kind of get to its required position in relationship to path, if you like. And if you use one of the torques excessively, so let's say you put this twist around the shaft, if you like, of the head, which people would call closed, then as long as you put less of another torque in, you'll get that club to 0. You'll get that club to wherever you need it to be in relationship to path. So you need to balance how you use these 3 torques of the club, which will always give in the face a closing factor. Now you're using one of them on the way back, so the one where you twist the club around the axis of the shaft. So let's pretend that's one torque. Another one here where the handle comes towards you and the club spins out, and then maybe another one here where your hand flips forward through impact, which also closes the face. 3 ways of closing the face. If you use lots of this one, then you want to use less of the other 2. Basically, in theory, to make sure the face is balanced out. And you look like you're doing that quite successfully in this video, where the knee-jerk reaction is to look at it and say, oh, no, you don't get there. Now look, let's pretend, and I don't know because I've not got the information, let's pretend in this video you struggle from a few shots which pull to the left. Let's say that's the fault. I don't know what it is, but for the purpose of the video, carrying on now, let's pretend that's the fault. A backswing where you put a lot of twist around the axis of the shaft and a bit of a funky angle in your wrist. If you use the other 2 torques at a certain amount and then you put extra in this one, then there's a good chance the club face sometimes will return pointing left and too far left of the path, which might get the ball starting left and curving left. So then, yes, absolutely, you might want to work on taking the club back and hitting some more textbook positions and taking this twist out. Or what you could do, and I see it a lot from world-class players, if you're going to put a lot of twist around the axis of the shaft, then you might want to deliver the club where it feels like the handle is further forwards, because that takes the closing effect of the face out. It balances that out. And do you see what I mean? This is where getting lessons on a decent launch monitor really can help you. So for me, this swing isn't about, I mean, I would say if you are struggling from a few left shots, which you might not be, you might be finding that you're cutting a few, but if you're struggling from a few pull shots, then hitting this textbook position where the face is not quite so turned down and the hands aren't away from you and the club behind you so much, so well, what people call one-piece takeaway hands and club come back almost feeling together, club face and forearms feel like they're almost rotating more on the way back to get the club face in a different position, might calm that shot down. But if you're not, then keep doing what you're doing. Or go and book a lesson and book it around what your impact is and get on a decent launch monitor. So this is an interesting one, this one, and I think it's, even though people might think, oh look, you've not really helped him because you're not really giving him any help. Well, the reason we're not giving him any help is he looks like he's hitting the ball quite well. What's the point in helping someone who looks like they're making a good job of impact? His handicap might not be where it is because he doesn't hit his driver so well. He might do a different swing with that, and his handicap might not be where it should be because he doesn't putt and chip as well, or he gets nervous on the golf course for whatever reasons. Different things to position-based improvements. So this one's a little bit more hopefully about educating you about how A, it's important to get measured when you're having your lessons, and B, how things on a camera don't always have to mean what you think they mean, which is why when we watch PGA Tour, you're going to see many different styles. Ray Floyd winning majors back here, Furyk going out here, Justin Rose winning one major here in the textbook position. So who was better, Ray Floyd or Justin Rose? Well, Ray Floyd had a better career at the moment than Justin Rose. So it's performance, it's how you deliver. So it's a little bit of a different spin on one of these videos. Hope that helps. Let me know. It'd be interesting to see what kind of discussions this one brings up because it is slightly different. But certainly the more you guys stop worrying about position-based kind of ideas and really start to understand your impact a lot more, the better your golf will get. Thanks for watching. Post comments. Love to hear what you've got to say. So if you like what's going on here, don't be afraid to subscribe to the channel. Also thumbs up the video, post comments. Love to hear what you guys got to say. Let's keep it social. The more we talk, the more we share, the easier this game will get for everybody. So if you want to find me on Facebook here, you can find me on Facebook. If you want to tweet me, find me on Twitter here as well. Just follow the links, all in the description. Come and join the show. Get active, get involved, get playing some better golf. Thanks for watching. Hello, Mark Crossfield here. More swings coming at you from my mobile apps. This swing has been sent to me through the customer buying an app through iPhone or iPad or Android, sending it through the button at the bottom, and we're going to give him some help, see if we can get him understanding his golf swing, get him playing some better golf and enjoying his game a little bit more. So let's give him some that help now. Let's get stuck in. Right guys, I love this one. I think this one's really interesting and really current. You see from the swing quite a, what people would call incorrect takeaway. So a movement on the way back where it gets a little bit wristy early and the face seems to turn down, which people would call closed. Closed to what? I'm not quite sure, but closed. So maybe closed to the wrist position that it started in. Now, what I see when I see this swing is a pretty good impact. I see an impact that looks pretty solid and a shot that flies off